Focus unlocked. Image.
Hi guys, so today I'm going to be showing you all the stuff that I use to bake with all the kitchen stuff that I use that's either adapted or just things that make my experience working in the kitchen a little bit easier. So I'm just going to get right into this because I don't want this video to be really long, and just to warn you guys, don't mind if you hear my dogs playing in the background because you probably will. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to show you guys, and I'm also going to do my best to tell you where I got everything. And yeah, okay, so first thing I'm going to show you guys is a brownie pan. Now, I got this off of Amazon. I don't remember like the brand of it or anything or who makes it, so if you guys are interested, I can leave a link. So basically what it is you have a 9 by 13 inch baking pan, and it has two parts. It has another like a flat piece that you put inside of it. You put the flat piece inside of it, and then you spray it, and then you put the brownies on it, and then you shake it, make sure it's even. You know, you pour the batter onto it, and then it has these dividers, and you press them down into the batter, into the batter. You just press it down into the mushy when the batter's still mushy, and then it's going to divide it into squares. So then you put the brownies in the oven. You bake it. You make them according to the package directions, and then you just take them out and you let them cool, and then you don't even have to cut them because they come out in even squares, which is pretty awesome. So, because I suck at cutting brownies, so this really helps. A friend of mine actually got this for his girlfriend, and I figured I would go get it on Amazon because I asked him to send me the link for it. So I gotta put my phone down for a second to show you guys, because I'm gonna take this apart to show you. So I don't want to put my phone on the camera. Okay, so basically you have the pan. So I tried to do this with one hand so I can show you guys how this comes apart. So what I'm gonna do is put my phone screen down. Okay. So the top piece comes off. So this is the dividers. So basically so when the batter's still mushy, you hold it by the handle and you just push it down into the pan. I don't have batter right now, so I can't show you, obviously. And then you take out this flat piece. You take this out. Now this is the piece that you put, this flat piece is the piece that you put in before putting in the brownie. So that way, what you can do is you could just grab the two pieces together and you don't even have to worry about grabbing the pan. So without these two pieces, you just have a 9 by 13 inch baking pan. So like if you're making chicken or, anything else you want to bake, you could just use this. And we've done that plenty of times. Okay, so I'm going to show you, I'm going to put this back. I'm going to show you what I mean by the fact that you can only grab these two pieces. Put this together. So you take these two pieces, just the flat piece in the pan, and then you just have the brownies. So there'd be on these two pieces. So you can just take them off here and not even use the pan. Or not even take them out of the pan. Okay. So I'm going to move on to a few other things. Okay. These things I'm going to show you are these things called Porfic mixing bowls. Porfic is the company that makes them. And these I got as a gift. Again, a friend of mine got them for his girlfriend. And he got them for me as a gift. So basically you have small bowls. So you have this is the smallest bowl, and there's 6 of them. Now, the set that she has only has 3. She has only like the 3 smallest ones, I think. But yeah, now these bowls have handles on them, and they have spouts on them. And if you notice, they get narrow as you as you get near the spout, they get narrow. So that way when you pour, you don't have like a big mess. So you have the spout, and then it gets narrower by the spout. And then it has rubber on the bottom so they don't slide. Now, I don't know if this is dishwasher safe. I would assume so because, there's some rubber things you can put in the dishwasher.
YouTube. Taylor Link just uploaded a video. 03.17.17. New teeth and mystery presents. Attachment. Gmail. YouTube. Taylor Link just uploaded a video. Well, Taylor Link has uploaded 03.17.17. New teeth and mystery presents.
Yeah.
Don't forget to send ellipsis.
Anyway, so this is the smallest one. And then I'm not going to show you all of them because, you know, it's the same thing. It just gets bigger. So this is the bigger one. This is the next smallest one. This is the bigger one, the next bigger one. And then you have this one, which is, I guess, like a medium one. So they're getting bigger as I go. And then you have, this is the next biggest one. And this is the biggest one. And then this is the last biggest one. Okay. So, this one, I'm actually making brownies, so I'm just going to leave this one alone, this one right here, because this is the one I'm going to use. So, basically with this bowl, because it gets narrower by the snout, as you can see, because this would be a little bit easier for me to show you. But this is good for if you're doing something where if you bake something and you have to pour something into a pan, like transfer from a pan to a bowl, and you tend to make a mess when doing it, because when you're using a regular mixing bowl, that can be difficult. This is also good for like if you're baking cookies and you have to do like the flour and all separately. You could just pour the flour into, you know, put the flour and all the dry ingredients in here and just pour in a little bit at a time. So that way you're not making a huge mess. And these bowls are great. These are awesome. And this brownie pan too that I just showed you guys is awesome as well. I mean, I don't have any complaints about them. These things are great. They definitely make my life easier. I mean, I've made Jell-O before, and I have these little cups. I'm not going to show you guys them, but they're just little glass cups. They have bases on them, and I've had them since I was a kid. And basically what I would do is I would just use one of these bowls. Well, not this one of the smaller ones that I showed you. And then I would just, because since it has a spout, and when you first make Jell-O, when you first make it, it's just all juice. So I would just pour it, and it just makes life so much easier. So I don't make a huge mess. So yeah, okay. Next thing I want to show you guys is this is a whisk, but the thing about this whisk is that it's rubber. It has a rubber handle, so that way if you're stirring something, you don't have to worry about having like your hands hurting, and it has a nice grip. So it has a rubber handle, and yeah, and then it's just a whisk. So I got this off of Maxi Aids. I bought this myself. Okay. Also, I have these metal measuring cups. Nothing special. These I would say are for dry liquid. These are stainless steel measuring cups. They have these rubber handles. They have a ring, but I got rid of the ring. I found it was kind of annoying. So, yeah, these have rubber handles, and they're steel. So basically, you have a quarter of a cup, a third of a cup, and a half a cup. So, yeah. So anyway, I only have 3 of them. There is a cup that goes with this, but I don't have this right now. I can't show you guys because we use it for our dog food. So, but yes, this does come with a cup. Okay, so then I have here these oven gloves. Basically, these are, instead of oven mitts, they're gloves, and they have these rubber grippers on them. And I like them better than oven mitts because they give you more dexterity. So they have rubber grips on them. They're pretty cool. I got these as a gift from a friend. Okay, so next thing I want to show you is in here. Let's see. Is a can opener that I have. Okay, this is a can opener that I think is designed for a lefty, but I'm not sure because, okay, so, Charlie's going to show you this with one hand. So basically, it doesn't cut the can, which is awesome because the other kind of can opener is you have to line up the can, it doesn't cut it, so it cuts the can, it's sharp. So this can opener, it basically has this piece that you line up with the can, and eventually you will get it, and then there's this thing that you turn, and once it's lined up with the can, you turn this knob until the can opens. And what this does is, like I said, it doesn't cut the can, and it has and the lid, you could actually put the lid back on the can because it makes like a lid that you can just put back on the can. So that's really awesome because if you have like a can of beans or something, or maybe something like a bigger can and something that maybe you're not going to finish or whatever, you can just put the lid back on the can, put it back in the refrigerator. And I also have a hard time with with the other kinds of can openers where you have to like 2 wheels and you have to line them up because they cut the can. And I just have a very hard time with them. So this is great. I got this from a friend. I forget how he heard about this. He heard about this, I think, from one of his friends, and he got it for himself, and he also got it for me because he thought it would help me. So, yeah. So, see, I'm going to put this back. Let's see. Some other things around here that I want to show you. Okay. So, do you have anything in here I want to show you guys? I don't think so, but I'll show you this, even though it's not necessarily something I plan to show you guys. An apple slicer. This is great just for slicing an apple, but it's something anybody can use. I'm going to also show you this because I have one but I have another set of these, but I'm going to show you this one anyway, so that way, you know, it's easier. Okay, so this is this is a folding measuring cup. I think this is, I don't know, but they go from 1/8 of a cup all the way to a cup. So basically you have, you know, you just, okay, so I gotta try to do this with one hand or put my phone down. Okay, so I'm gonna put my phone down for a second so I can show you guys. Okay, so you have the part of the cup that folds, you have the handle, and then you just press it out, and now it's unfolded. So you can use this for liquid ingredients, dry ingredients, you know, whatever you want. And then, so this is what you do. And then they have like a handle. So I actually got these for Christmas, but I lost them because if you guys saw my video when I moved unexpected, I lost a lot of stuff. Okay, but anyway, I got a new set. So this was from one of the sets that I lost because I lost some of them. So yeah, so I'm going to fold it back in. And, you know, now I can put it back in a drawer. So I'm not going to show you the other set because it's the same thing. So I also had a set of I also had plastic measuring cups, like these plastic measuring cups with spouts and measuring spoons. It was a set, but I lost that. I kind of bummed about that, but oh well. I have plenty of measuring stuff now, so don't mind the pretzels. Because now the stuff I'm going to show you is under here, the rest of the stuff. So now I'm going to take one thing out at a time. Okay, so these things, I'm not going to like unfold them, but I'm going to tell you what they are. Okay, so these are silicone baking mats. These things are great. I have no complaints about them. These things are amazing. So basically what they do is there's one for the toaster, which is one that I'm holding, and the other 2 are for the big oven. So basically what these things do is they are non-stick. Like when you use these, not one thing gets stuck. Not one thing, I swear. You could use this for chicken nuggets, for cookies, for French fries, for, you know, mozzarella sticks, for anything you're making that you were baking, with the exception of some things. Like, I don't know if you can use this for cake or brownies or anything like that, but with a lot of things you can use this for. And this is awesome because you don't even need cooking spray. Sometimes even when you spray a pan, they stick. Things tend to still have a tendency to get stuck. So you just put this on the pan or your cookie sheet or your toaster tray.
0 faces.
And then you just put whatever you're baking on them. You take it out, let it cool, and then they don't stick, and it's awesome. You just pull them right off the tray. You don't even have to use a spatula. Well, you want to let them cool first, but other than that, you know, you don't have to use a spatula. You don't have to do any of that. So basically, these are made of silicone, and these will not burn. You know, you guys are probably thinking, well, aren't they going to burn? No, they will not burn. Don't worry.
1 face, large, 0 faces.
And these are not dishwasher safe, so you have to wash them by hand. Because if you put them in the dishwasher, you will ruin them, and they will not stick anymore. So, yeah, I got these for Christmas. I got them as a gift from a friend. Okay, so now, the next thing I'm going to show you guys is a double spatula. Now, the way you can think of this is kind of like...
0 faces.
Now, I got this again. I got this off Maxi Aid before I forget. It had a little piece that, like, you could put around it when, so, like, for putting in a drawer, so it's
1 face,
safe
large,
like
0
this.
faces.
But I don't have that piece right now. And the cool thing about this, I'm not going to do it because it's kind of tricky to get back together. But you can take them, you could take this apart, and you could have 2 single spatulas. I'm not going to do it because it's going to be...
1 face, large face, 0 faces. 1 face, 0 faces.
It's going to be hard to take
1 face, 0 faces.
Take this apart. Okay, because it's a pain in the ass. So basically what you do is...
0 faces.
It's like a tweezer. So I'm not going to show you. I don't have anything to use to show you guys. So it's like, kind of like using a tweezer. So when you're making like burgers or something, instead of like, because you have to try to get under it and then just turn it to flip it. So basically what you would do
0 faces.
is you would get under it, and then once you have enough of the food on the spatula, you just close the spatula and then you just turn it over and then you just let it go. So this is something that would be good for things like burgers, grilled cheese, probably maybe a steak. Yeah, steak maybe. If you're frying chicken, well, maybe chicken, maybe not, because if you bread it or something, you might want to use a regular spatula. But
0 faces.
For things like pancakes, eggs, French toast, you're going to want to use a single spatula. But other things, like I said, like burgers and stuff, you can just use this. This is awesome. Okay. Because sometimes a single spatula could be a pain in the ass. All right, so I have to show you guys here. These are Braille measuring spoons, and I have a hair tie around them because I don't want them to get lost, or because these things don't stay on the ring and they're a pain in the ass. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take them off the hair tie for a sec so I can show you guys. And these came with the Porfic mixing bowl set, just for anyone who's interested. Like I said, I'm going to do the best I can to show you guys where I got everything. Okay, so this top piece here is a leveler. So, you know, if you want to like level something off. Okay, so I have to make sure I hold on to the base. Okay, so basically you have you have a 64th of a teaspoon. Now these are in Braille, which is amazing, which is awesome. Okay, so you have a 64th of a teaspoon, which you probably never going to use, but that they're here. You have a 32 of a teaspoon. You have 1/16 of a teaspoon. You have an 1/8 of a teaspoon, and believe it or not, I actually have seen recipes that call for an 1/8. You have a 1/4 of a teaspoon. You have a 1/3 of a teaspoon. Then you have a 1/2 teaspoon. Then there's 3/4 of a teaspoon. Then there's 1 teaspoon, so this is a teaspoon. And then there's 1.5 teaspoons. Then there's 1 tablespoon. So this is a tablespoon. And then there's 2 tablespoons. So this goes to 2 tablespoons. Okay, so these are great because they have spouts on them. I mean, I can use other measuring spoons, no problem, but because we have other measuring spoons that I do use. So these have little spouts on them, which is pretty cool, and they have a leveler. So
0 faces.
You could level them off. So now I'm going to put them back together. Next, I'm going to show you the cups that came with this. So just got to make sure that these are together. Kind of hard with the ring there. I'm going to take the ring off for a second and then put them, there we go. And then I'll put it back. I don't know if I need the ring. I might just, as long as these stay together, it might be fine, but you never know because sometimes these things might not stay together, so there we go. I'm going to keep the ring anyway, just in case, because sometimes things come apart, so. Because it will be annoying. Because they don't even stay anyway. I don't even know if I'm going to keep the ring. I'll just keep these things together. Because they do have Braille on them, but if they're not going to stay together anyway, like, what's the point? So, yeah. Okay, so. Because I have the rubber band holding them together, so I don't even know if I'm going to use the ring, but we'll see. Okay, so now I'm going to show you guys the cups that came with this. The cups. Here are the cups. Okay. So these are the cups. So I'm going to take the rubber band off. Now these don't have a ring, so these definitely need to stay together. Okay. So you have, now these cups have rubber on the bottom of them, just like the bowls. The spoons don't, but they don't really need to. So, okay, so you have here 1/8 of a cup. Now these cups are also in Braille, which is awesome.
0 faces.
And these cups have spouts on them, so you can use it for liquid, for dry ingredients. So you have the 1/8. You have 1/4 of a cup. You have 1/3 of a cup. Because I never know what order they come in. You have 1/2 a cup. Then there's 2/3 of a cup. So if you need 2/3 of a cup of something. Then there's 3/4 of a cup, because yes, there are recipes that call for 3/4 of a cup. Then there's 1 cup. This is 1 cup. And they have spouts on them, which is, like I said, it's pretty awesome. Then there's 1.5 cups. This is the 1.5 cup. And then there is 2 cups. So this is 2 cups, a 2-cup measuring cup, which, like I said, is pretty cool that it comes like this. So if you need 2 cups of something, so you don't have to measure 1 cup twice, which obviously you can. So these are really good because, like I said, they have Braille on them, and I know what's what without having to remember the order that the cups are supposed to be in. Because usually with like regular measuring cups, I just know with like smallest to largest. So yeah. So then I'm gonna put this hair. These are being held together by a hairband, by the way. So yeah, okay. So now I'm gonna see if there's anything else I need to show you guys before I put a rolling pin under here, but I'm not gonna show you guys that because I don't really use it. It's just there. So I have one more thing I'm gonna show you guys. Actually, yeah, I'll show you guys. Okay, so these are oven mitts. Now these are terry cloth oven mitts. I got these off of Maxi Aids. And these actually go up your arm. So they go like all the way up to your elbow. So that way, if you're putting something in the oven, and you have to go like far enough in there to put it in, take it out. Sometimes, your arm could burn your arm a little bit. So these go all the way up your arm. And these are good too. I mean, I don't really use these because I have the gloves. But I do have them, and they're awesome, and they have these little loops on them so you can hang them, which I don't hang them because they're under here. But I thought I would show you guys because I like this stuff. Okay, so while I'm doing stuff, I'm going to talk to you guys. So basically, this is all the stuff that I have that in the kitchen that I use that either makes my life easier or, just stuff that if I didn't have, it would be harder for me to work in the kitchen. So, yeah. I'm just organizing some of this stuff here, so this is easier. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next video. All right. Bye, everyone.